Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBM NewsRadio.com.
2:05 Wednesday afternoon, April 5th. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob Hart. 53 degrees right now at O'Hare under cloudy skies, with the temperatures falling into the 50s the rest of the afternoon. If you're still dealing with those 60s and 70s, the temperatures will tumble soon, but we do have a warm-up on the way. The details in the 5-day forecast from AccuWeather in 10 minutes at 2:15. Our top local story on News Radio WBBM is happening right now. Chicago police SWAT officers are at the Trump International Hotel and Tower on North Wabash. WBBM's Rachel Pearson is live on the scene. Rachel, what's going on?
Well, Rob, armored trucks and squad cars continue to line Wabash Avenue right outside of Trump Tower. Chicago police say the SWAT response is related to a domestic incident, but CPD says there's no threat to the public. At least one floor, though, of Trump Tower was evacuated. It still remains blocked off to residents. Despite its location, there is no indication that this incident has anything to do with former President Donald Trump or his recent arraignment. Traffic along Wabash still blocked off between Wacker and Grand. Chicago police say they'll have an update when more information is available. Reporting live at Wabash in Illinois, Rachel Pearson, 105.9 WBBM.
It's 2:06. It's been a somber week for the Chicago Fire Department.
I can't tell you how this impacts us losing 2 members in 2 days. As I said yesterday, this job is dangerous. And you never know if you're coming home, despite the best training and equipment that we can provide.
Once again, Commissioner Annette Nance Holt is addressing the media to talk about the death of a firefighter. This time, a veteran fire department lieutenant died while battling a 3-alarm fire in a Gold Coast high-rise apartment building before 7:30 this morning. The firefighter, identified as 55-year-old Lieutenant John Chorick. Nance Holt says he was taking the stairs to the 27th floor of the building in the 1200 block of North DuSable Lakeshore Drive when it happened. It's not yet known what caused his death. 3 other firefighters and 2 residents were also injured. Meantime, during a news conference at Northwestern Hospital, Mayor Lightfoot was asked what advice she would have for Mayor-elect Brandon Johnson when it comes to these tragic situations.
As a human being, having to call a family and offer words of condolence that you know really are going to do very little for the broken hearts and the grief that they're facing. Those are tough moments.
Mayor Lightfoot says she and her entire team stand ready to collaborate throughout her transition period. It's 2:11. Mayor-elect Brandon Johnson was out shaking the hands of voters this morning after a close runoff election. WBBM's Mike Krauser reports from Chinatown.
I think I made the right choice this time.
Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate that.
I'm looking forward to all the great things that you're going to do.
No doubt.
The mayor-elect was greeted warmly by people here at the Chinatown Red Line stop.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. God bless you, King.
Stephen Pope was among those shaking Johnson's hand.
I think people are looking for something new. For somebody that's not a part of the old regime, as I'm saying, the old politicians, it's time for them to move aside.
Johnson described his victory like this.
An historic moment, an exciting moment for the city of Chicago. A better, stronger, safer city. It's something that we're all going to work towards together.
That's the story from Chinatown.
WBBM News Time, 2:16, time to discover Heritage Cadillac of Lombard, and it's time for sports. The White Sox are in action this afternoon. They're playing the San Francisco Giants at Guaranteed Rate Field. We're in the 4th inning. The White Sox lead the Giants 2-1. Today's game between the Cincinnati Reds and the Cubs at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati was postponed because of rain and rescheduled as part of a split doubleheader on Friday, September 1st. The Bulls, coming off a home loss to Atlanta, take on the Bucks in Milwaukee tonight. The most important addition to Guaranteed Rate Field this offseason is one that most fans will never see. Here's Rick Gregg.
The White Sox spent more than $1 million turning a section of tunnel under the stadium into a haven for their players.
The weight room's been expanded. There's a family room. There's a kids' daycare center. Behind the secret door is a pitching and hitting lab that's similar to what we built down at CBR a few years back.
CBR is Camelback Ranch, where GM Rick Hahn's Sox train in Arizona. Hahn says there aren't many teams with full labs at both their spring sites and their home parks, but he admits the family comfort areas the Sox have on the south side were behind what is now considered state-of-the-art. That's what's new at 35th and Shields.